Happy Wednesday!
It's time for
K-Wow!
Korean Word of the Week.
Episode number
32.
Hello class, welcome to K-Wow. I'm Grandma Kim, your main host for today.
And I'm your other main host for today, the famous Pongja.
Guess what? Today we're learning about Seoul. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. Seoul, Seoul, Seoul. In English, it's pronounced as Seoul. As a play on words, people love to say, Seoul's got soul.
A lot has changed in Korea ever since Grandma Kim and I were kids. So we're gonna ask Billie Jin, Professor Oh, and Taekwondo to help us in providing us some of the more updated information.
Seoul has different faces to different people. Depending on who you are, the city will look and feel like a whole new world.
Seoul is a capital woven with history. Palaces and traditions dwell within this ever-modernizing city. If you're a tourist, here are some historical sites and landmarks we recommend you see. Built by the Joseon Dynasty, Gyeongbokgung is the most important and biggest palace of the 5 grand palaces. Visitors can see the Royal Banquet Hall, the Pavilion, Throne Hall, and more. Check out the neighboring National Folk Museum while you're there. The other palaces include Changdeokgung, Changgyeonggung, Deoksugung, and Gyeonggigung. Much of the 5 grand palaces were destroyed during foreign occupation, but what remains is preserved. Jongmyo is a shrine devoted to the deceased royalty of the Joseon Dynasty. Every year, dancers, musicians, and scholars perform Confucian ceremonies, such as the Jongmyo Jere, which honors the late kings and queens. If you love shopping, like me, you're gonna love this next part. Whether you're into luxury goods or affordable fashions, Seoul is like a big, huge shopping mall. One of Seoul's main shopping districts is Myeongdong. It's loaded with affordable boutique shops and latest trends. Conveniently connected to the subway is the COEX Mall. With more than 250 stores and plenty of places to eat, there are movie theaters, an aquarium, and the Kimchi Museum. And not to mention, plenty of celebrity sightings. As much as I love shopping at brand name stores, traditional markets are a lot of fun too. You get to haggle prices with vendors. Located next to Namdaemun, the Great South Gate, is the market, Namdaemun Sijang. Can you believe this market has been up and running since 1414? The vendors sell everything here, from jewelry to clothes to kitchenware to toys. Dongdaemun Sijang, which means Great East Gate Market, is divided into 5 shopping districts and houses 26 shopping malls, such as Tusan Tower and Freya Town. Don't be surprised if you see K-pop stars performing in front of Tusan Tower. Though Dongdaemun and Namdaemun have similarities, shoppers have their preference. I like to buy clothes at Dongdaemun, but for food, taking pictures, and good deals, I say Namdaemun.
If you're looking to buy some traditional Korean souvenirs, I recommend Insadong. The area is filled with art galleries and tea shops. Remember to check out the ceramic stores and beautiful hand-pressed papers. Gyeongdong Sijang is my all-time favorite place. It's South Korea's herbal medicine market. You'll see masses and masses of dried plants, flowers, trees, seaweed, fungus, and more. These ingredients are used to make hanyak, the traditional Korean medicine. Afterwards, stop by Noryangjin Fish Market to buy some fresh seafood for dinner. Yum! Are you a night owl? Whether you want to go party crazy, study at a cafe, or simply go out for an evening walk, Seoul may quench your thirst. There are some posh bars and restaurants in Apgujeongdong and Shinsadong. But for me, I like to hang out in Daegno, where the college students play. For a more international crowd, wander around Itaewon. Remember when Billy talked about Dongdaemun and Namdaemun? Their markets and shopping centers are open past midnight until early morning.
even until 5 a.m. For a relaxing night stroll, head over to Cheonggyecheon, a 7-mile-long stream sandwiched between skyscrapers. If you just want to chill or are traveling on a tight budget, head over to the 24-hour Jimjilbang. Get a nice sweat, drink shike, go for another round of sweating, get a massage, eat a fresh bowl of patbingsu, then take a nap.
Just the mere thought of Jimjilbang makes me all warm and cozy and happy inside. Sometimes I wish it were my house. To all my fellow foodies out there, let me impart some of my knowledge to you. There's some upscale dining options in Seoul, but I like to walk around and munch on street food. Day or night, you're bound to see Pojangmacha, the tented restaurants on wheels. They sell kimbap, omukba, hotdog, 붕어빵, anju, and more. After a hard day at work, it's a great place to get a casual drink of soju. Just to let you know, Dongdaemun and Namdaemun have some of the best street food I've ever had. For some tasty traditional Korean food, head over to Insadong. If you're too shy to eat Korean food or miss your home country, there's plenty of American fast food and other non-Korean cuisines. Actually, it could be a lot of fun eating foreign food in Korea. You might order a pizza, but it might be a kimchi pizza. Do you like hiking or breathing fresh air? This next part is for the nature lovers. One of the best places to hike around Seoul is Bukhansan. People come here to rock climb and birdwatch, but you could just sit and enjoy the view. Another great place to climb is Gwanaksan, located south of Seouldaekyo, the Seoul National University. You'll see a lot of Buddhist temples here, including the Wonggaksa. To get a lovely view of this whole skyline, head over to Namsan Park. Take a cable car up to the mountain, then walk to Namsan Tower. Many Korean dramas were filmed at Namsan, including Boys Over Flowers.
No matter who you are, one thing's for sure. The more you go out, you're bound to see a celebrity. I once saw Angdre Kim at COEX Mall. He was scouting for models. And I saw Lee Myung-pak at Insadong. He's South Korea's 17th president.
I did too, but that's only because Billy drags me everywhere she goes.
Depending on when you visit Korea, you will have a very different experience. During the winter months, it'll be very cold, and it'll snow. During the summer months, it gets very hot and humid.
You feel like chocolate melting into the ground.
Autumn is the best time to visit Korea. You get to walk under all the pretty leaves falling off trees, holding hands with your boyfriend.
We hope this KWOW helps you in planning your next trip to Korea. There's a whole lot more places to see that we haven't mentioned. Think of this video as an introduction.
That concludes this week's KWOW. See you next week, kids. 안녕.